All right, this is my favorite deal, and it was my first deal where I was actually successful. Okay, I was looking at auctions online. Remember, that's how I started. And there was a piece of property in the city of Knoxville. It was zoned industrial. And if you're not sure, I've got a whole breakdown on how agricultural, residential, commercial, and industrial land works. We covered that in FDDF Live. So I knew industrial was the top of the totem pole, and I knew it was super duper expensive, but I knew this was an online auction. Anybody in the world could be bidding on this. Turns out nobody else wanted it but me. I was able to buy a half-acre piece of industrial land in the city of Knoxville for $1,500. Tax tag and title, maybe $1,586. Maybe I was more like $1,600 in it. But you know, in the beginning, I was spending money that I had, and $1,500, $1,200. It wasn't a whole lot of money, and I was owning land free and clear. And that's what happened on this deal. It was a half-acre piece of industrial land, and I was able to buy it at an online auction. You could have bought this, but I did. I bought it, and I've got it now. So I was downtown talking with the codes inspectors one day, helping one of my mom flip one of her properties. And I told the guy that I had this property, and he got to looking around. Turns out that in 1992, when I was in the second grade, the city decided that they didn't want this road anymore. So they took a road that the city owned and they divided it in half. The right side of the driveway, they gave a quitclaim deed to me, basically, my property that I bought. And the left side, they gave to my neighbor. My neighbor is a Fortune 500 company, and they use this as a recycling plant. So I asked the city codes guys, like, what does that mean? I own half the driveway? And he said, yeah, you do. And your neighbor is driving on it. I bet they would rent the driveway from you. You should go ask them. Buddy, that's all I needed. I went straight to their office and said, hey, y'all are driving on my driveway and I want some rent. And they basically said, no, little real estate girl, that's not how this works. And I said, all right, well, get it surveyed and find out what you can and let me know. Their secretary called me back 2 weeks later and said, Miss Nicely, we've recently had our property over on Prosser Road surveyed, and it turns out we're driving on your driveway. We would like to rent an easement from you on that property. I said, awesome. How much? And they said, well, we could probably pay you about $250 a month for it. And I did some quick math for a pal kid and decided that $250 a month would probably be okay. And I'd had the property for about 6 months now. So y'all do some math now. Type this in your calculator. $250 times 6 months. How much is that? Should be about $1,500. So after I did some quick math, I said, hey, $250 a month sounds good, but will you pay me back rent from the time I've owned the property? And she said, yeah, how long? And I said, 6 months. She said, yeah, so about $1,500 bucks. I said, yes, please. She said, sure, no problem. I said, okay, and will you pay my property taxes every year? She said, how much are they? I said, they're like $50 a year. Y'all, this is a Fortune 500 company. They do not care about $50 a year. She said, sure, no problem. I said, okay, last thing. This is a driveway, and I don't want to be responsible if like a tree falls or there's a pothole. I mean, call my mom if you need some gravel, but I don't want to be responsible for any maintenance. She said, no problem. We'll take care of all the maintenance on the driveway. So if you're in real estate, you know that I just negotiated my first triple net agreement. They're going to pay rent, they're going to pay property taxes, they're going to cover maintenance and anything else that goes wrong. I'm just getting cash flow every single month, $250. And they paid my initial investment back, right? I paid $1,500 in July. By December, they were giving me $1,500 for back rent. So I was full. Now I get an infinite return on this investment because I got all my money back in Hip National Bank. Y'all, this is my favorite deal. And $250 a month may not exactly make it excited. For me, that'll cover my manicure and pedicure every month though, but maybe you're looking for a little bit more money. Well, remember, that's just the driveway. I've also got this half-acre piece of land that I can rent out, and I do. For $500 a month, somebody rents a half-acre piece of industrial land in the city of Knoxville, and they can store their dumpsters there. They can store their office buildings there. They can store whatever they want to there because it's zoned industrial. Y'all, I get $750 a month off an initial $1,500 investment. So every other month, I get my full investment back. And it's because I tried, y'all. I didn't know what I was doing when I bought it, but I was willing to say, I'm going to get started. I'm going to try. And that's why it's my very first deal. You can do deals just like this, and I'm here to help you. Y'all let me know if you have any questions, and I'm here to help you build up that passive income so you can get your financial freedom also. I hope you enjoyed all these videos on all of my first deals. If you have any questions, send us an email or click down below if you want to check out First Deal Done Fast so I can help you get your first deal done fast. Yay! Bye, y'all.